Hello, this is Adam aka Todd here, and today we're gonna rank every single FNAF game from worst to best, except from Help Wanted and FNAF World. I haven't played Help Wanted, and you can guess why for FNAF World. These are just my opinions, I do have hot takes, so let's just jump into it. Number 8. Security Breach. I have only done one playthrough of Security Breach, but I will say some words that describe the negatives and flaws. Glitches, lack of horror, comic book endings, and glitches. Did I mention the glitches? However, I don't hate the game in its entirety. Although I hated that they brought back Afton, this game still has an interesting story. They tried something new. Some sections of the game were cool, but nothing screamed scary. It wasn't a true FNAF experience, and that is why it is so low. Hopefully the DLC will be good. Number 7. FNAF 3. FNAF 3 has some good lore and minigames. The minigames are good, but the secrets in the minigames are kind of tedious. They are interesting, plot-wise and lore-wise, but they just seem so tedious. Gameplay-wise, there is only one animatronic, which is Springtrap. Yes, there are phantoms, but they don't do the job. Everything is green, and the game doesn't have the same feel as the first two. The gameplay doesn't compare, and it's not scary. However, the minigames, as I mentioned, have tedious tasks, but they are good for the story. Number 6. Ultimate Custom Night. Okay, listen. Ultimate Custom Night isn't bad at all. I was not going to rank it here because it wouldn't be fair, but just because of the Easter eggs, I decided. So, it is a giant custom night with anime cutscenes and a secret Golden Freddy cutscene. When you beat it, UCN has good gameplay but doesn't compare to the next games because it is just a small game made for fun. Warning! From here comes the biggest hot takes you will hear, so be prepared. Number 5. FNAF 4. I was originally going to have this 4th or 3rd, but when I thought about it, I put it at only 5th. The post-night minigames are great, but my issue is the gameplay. Sure, everything looks scary, but when I play it, I just want to stop. Something about the gameplay feels like rinse and repeat, and I know this is a hot take, and my friend is probably going to kill me after this, but FNAF 4 wasn't that enjoyable compared to the rest. It is still good, but it isn't the best FNAF game for me. Number 4. FNAF 5. Sister Location tried something new, and I loved it. Again, my friend will disagree heavily with me, but my only issues with the game were really Night 4 being overly hard, and that's really it. Maybe more mini games, or the baby one is good enough. I was gonna have it lower, but when I thought about it, I was like, no, it deserves to be here. You have 2 endings, one true, one fake. The fake one being quite hard to get. Gameplay wise, it was completely linear and had a more of a story focus, and I actually liked that. But personally, I love the next games more. Number 3. FNAF 1. I will be honest here. It was supposed to be 2, but I changed my mind. It is the original game with the original cast. It was such a good game, Really, my only reasons that is not on number 2 or 1 is really that it has no mini games and the lore isn't that good, or not bad necessarily, but it just doesn't compare to the other games, which is kind of good, but I like lore. And really, that is my only excuse. Number 2, FNAF 2. FNAF 2 is a game I love a lot. Sure, it has a lot of repeat gameplay, but I don't mind it as much as FNAF 4 or 3. The game has a larger cast, including the originals, which are withered, and the toy animatronics, plus the puppet slash marionette. It had minigames and more lore. Also, first FNAF game I played, and that is almost what I want to say. Number 1, FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. I know for sure my friend will hire a hitman on that one. FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, or I will just say 6. FNAF 6 is probably the most underrated game, but it has all I want. It has good minigames, both just for fun and lore. Probably the best written FNAF game, and especially the true ending. And the other endings, they are both funny and interesting. Good animatronics, except for Afton, because his redesign, it's bad. And it is actually a scary game when you actually play the game. This is my biggest hot take, I think. But am I really wrong? I will mention it again. The true ending is written really well, but the other endings are both serious and humorous. They are great. The game is great, and that's why I love it. Thanks for watching my ranking of the FNAF games, and that is all for the video, and I will see you all later. Bye! And have a great new year and a good 2023, and I will be ready.